silence doesn't always mean absence. Let's talk about something that might seem a little quiet. I'm talking about a year gap neatly tucked between the last page of the Old Testament and the first page of the New. Some people call it the 400 years of silence. 4 centuries without a new prophetic word from God. That sounds like a long, awkward silence, doesn't it? It's the kind of quiet that makes you wonder if you've been forgotten. It's easy to look at that gap and think nothing was happening. Truth is, silence doesn't always mean absence. To understand what was really going on, we have to look past the silence and see the action. We have to dig into the history, the politics, and the culture of the time. It was a time of massive change, empires rising and falling, and a stage being meticulously set for a story that would change everything. The prophetic spotlight, which had shone so brightly on Israel for centuries, seemed to dim. The direct, thundering words from prophets like Isaiah and Jeremiah faded out with Malachi. But behind the curtain of history, a massive scene change was underway. The world was being rearranged, not by accident, but with incredible precision. God wasn't offstage taking a break, he was the director, ensuring every piece was perfectly in place for the moment the curtain would rise again. This wasn't a story put on pause, it was the essential, unseen work that makes the main event possible. At the end of the Old Testament, the Jewish people were a scattered, recovering nation under the thumb of the Persian Empire. They were mostly concentrated in a small part of the Middle East, speaking Hebrew and Aramaic. Their sacred texts were known only to them. If the story of Jesus had unfolded right then, how far would it have spread? The message would have struggled to get out of the neighborhood, let alone reach the ends of the earth. So, while it might have felt like a long, quiet night for the people waiting, it was actually a period of intense, foundational work. God was preparing the world for the arrival of his Son and the explosion of the gospel. He was turning a disconnected world into a connected one, laying the groundwork for a message that was meant for everyone, everywhere. The silence wasn't emptiness, it was the sound of a master craftsman at work.